And good afternoon. It is Monday, May 26th, 2025. It is 1:50 in the afternoon, and I am on the grounds of one of the many Japanese imperial palaces here in Japan. And as you can see behind my shoulder, the architecture here is exquisite. The use of the gold is restrained yet proper. And one thing I like about traveling to Japan is all of the palaces I can visit. Of course, I'm not in Japan, I'm in London. Supposed to be in Japan. I got paid to go to Japan, but I'm in London. So let's talk about how I was supposed to go to Japan and ended up somewhere where I don't really care to fly to. Again, it's not the city. The city is fine. It's the airport. But hello, my name is Darren. I'm a dad. I'm an airline pilot. I'm a husband of a scientist. And let's talk about my current 3-day trip I'm on to end the month of May. Okay, so real talk. So how did I end up in London and not Tokyo? So for the month of May, I did have 2 trips to London and 2 trips to Madrid, Spain. I trade a lot, right? And I ended up trading my Madrid trip for a trip to Rome, leaving on May 23rd. Relief pilot trip, it's fine. Got back on Sunday. Well, there's a provision at my airline and my union that if I work on a certain holidays of the year, I get an extra 5 hours and 15 minutes worth of pay, not credit. The holiday for this month is Memorial Day. Now, I need to be home Wednesday, Thursday, Friday after Memorial Day to help out with the kids, summer camps, and all that stuff. With my wife, she works from home, and if I'm home, it's easier for her. So, if I can find a trip that I could work on Memorial Day but still be home Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it's a win-win for the family and me. Um, so here it is. All month long, I kept looking for a trip I could trade into that I could work Memorial Day and get to 515 and the normal trip value and still be home. Nothing was there except for 2 trips to London leaving on the Saturday before Memorial Day. Um, I didn't want to go to London. So here it is on Thursday, the 22nd in the morning. And the last time I can trade my trip for the 23rd is 7 a.m. the day prior. So any trip I have, the last time I can trade it or drop it is at 7 a.m. the day prior. The airline controls when I can trade or drop. They control everything. So my trip is green, meaning I can drop it. I'm like, you know what? I want to gamble. I want to gamble on getting something that, not London, that I can go and work a holiday, get the extra money, life will be good. So at 6 something in the morning, I dropped my Rome trip. It was off my schedule. Now, I'm playing GTA 5, because that's what I'm playing right now. And around 7:50 in the morning, 7:55, I saw a Narita first option trip open, go in open time. This dropped in open time. I have no idea how it got there. Didn't really matter. Maybe somebody dropped it. No, it couldn't have dropped it. So I don't know how it got there. I guess it could have dropped it. Anyways, it didn't matter. I'm like, oh, well, there's lots of stuff at my airline's really complicated, including bidding. And so at 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. every single day is when chips can be picked up or dropped or processed. It's a whole thing. But 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. are the important times to pick up trips that are in open time. It's 75. So sometime between then and like 8:02, 8:03, I placed that Narita trip on my ballot with the thinking it would not be processed until 8 p.m. because I put it on my ballot after 8 o'clock already started. So in my head, at 8 p.m. tonight, it'll process. I probably won't get it. It's a senior-ish trip because it's a high credit trip, right? At 8:12 a.m., a few minutes later, I got awarded the trip to Narita. That left on Sunday, got back on Tuesday. It was a 25-hour trip, plus a 5 hours, 15 minutes of bonus time, 30 hours for a 3-day trip. Very efficient trip. I'm like, hey, awesome, let's go to Narita. I look for my denim again, maybe. I like Narita. Cool. Fast forward to Friday morning. Friday morning, about 10:45 in the morning. Again, I'm still going to Narita. My trip to Rome was assigned to a reserve. It's all gone. My phone goes off. And it says my picture of my union, the app we have, letting me know my trip to Narita has been removed from my schedule. That's not good. I first thought maybe I put in an accidental automatic drop or something. No. I looked, and the train department had pulled off my trip to use to train a new captain. Now, when that happens, I am still paid for the trip, not the holiday pay though. That went away. So now I had the option to either stay home with the full 25 hours to pay for the trip, or I can double dip. Meaning I can pick up something else and get paid for both. Right before that happened, there was like 2 trips that went to Frankfurt and somewhere else that were in open time for Friday or happily done. They went away. Nothing else open for Friday. I'm like, well, poo. Uh, and so I said, well, I'll just wait and see if something else opens up. Because again, they had the trips for Saturday at that point were locked out and already assigned to reserves. Because it's like 10:40 in the morning. There was nothing there except for on Sunday morning, they had a trip to Honolulu. They had a relief pilot trip for an IOE trip to London, and a normal London relief pilot trip later that night. And I said, well, I can go to Hawaii. And I even put it on my Facebook page. Maybe I can go to Hawaii, right? Because I don't mind Hawaii. It pays $15.45. It's nice. It's sunny there. But the times aren't so great coming back. Going there, it's all daytime flying. You leave at 9 in the morning, get there at 5 in the evening, Dallas time, mid-afternoon in Hawaii. You're not that tired because it's daytime flying. You do a nice long overnight, and then you leave late in the evening in Hawaii, which is like 11 p.m. in Dallas. And it's a real red eye coming back. It is a 3-pilot crew, but it's a real red eye. And it's a shorter flight because of the tailwinds. So you end up getting like a 90-minute break. And for that 90-minute break, you get maybe like an hour of sleep on a red eye trip. And yeah, I've done it before, and I'm good at sleeping in the middle of the day, but it's not my thing. I get home at 6 in the morning, I'm a zombie the rest of the day. So I didn't want to go to Hawaii. Um, and then there's London. And I'm like, well, that's all there is. So around 6:40 in the morning on Saturday morning, because the last time I picked it up at 7 a.m., 6:40 in the morning on Saturday morning, I picked up the trip to London. It was a relief pilot trip, 4-pilot crew. I was the FB. The original first relief pilot moved his spot to the second relief pilot. He's senior. I've flown before. He's a super nice guy. He's like, yeah, I'm not a fool, Darren. I want to talk to him. No trip began. Anyway, now I'm going to London on a relief pilot trip. Is what it is, right? So now I'm getting paid the 19 and change on the screen for London, plus the 5 hours, 15 minutes for the holiday pay, plus 25 hours for Narita. So I did want to go to Narita. I did. I wanted to go to Narita. And in fact, if I would have played it a little bit more, I don't know, coyly, I guess, they had other trips that opened up yesterday. They had a Paris trip open up. They had a Incheon trip open, but unfortunately that trip left on Monday, so I couldn't do that one. But they had a Paris trip open up, and I think a Frankfurt also on Sunday open up that I could have done as well, but they opened up on Sunday, so there's a risk of me not even getting it. But here I am in London. The trip here was fine. It was the first officer's first trip crossing the ocean. The Check Airman wanted to have the trips in half, so we each had like almost a 4-hour break coming here. Yeah, stayed it overnight, and I will head home tomorrow. But quick story about how I was supposed to go to Narita, got paid to go to Narita, but here I am in London. And next month I'm on reserve. So sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I won this month, and I got super lucky doing it. My name is Darren. I'm a dad. I'm an airline pilot. I'm a husband of a scientist. I make videos about once a week about aviation. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day. And as always, thank you for stopping by.